in the future. And you think about it, you laugh about it, and
Okay.
but I did. I wrote down things, situations. I wrote down trying times. Wrote down some of the most fun things we ever did, and eventually, we put it on paper.
Hmm. Okay. Man, I know I'm a football fan, but you probably don't like the team I like because nobody does in this area. That because we're in the Chicagoland area,
Uh-huh.
everybody thinks you're supposed to be a Bears fan, but I am a Patriots fan. Have been
Yeah.
for a lot of years.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna tease you about that
I
too.
know you are, but that's okay. I'm gonna stick with mine.
Yes, yes.
Do you have your QR code?
I have a QR code here. Uh, you can take a picture of that. You also can. It's available at Barnes and Noble, Amazon, or wherever you purchase your book. It's in print, it's in ebook, and it's also in audiobook. So we've had in a year's time, we've been able to put in all three phases, and we're just trying to see how many people that for people that don't read, it's an audiobook. This younger generation don't take the time to read, so they on the go all the time. So we had a voice actor, Greg Campbell. He came on board and lent his voice, and he's doing a wonderful job with that. But you can purchase it anywhere you like, or you can go to no doubting Thomas dot hawkwhisper at gmail.com. That's strictly to me, and then I could get back with you there also.
And it's not your typical HOG.
No,
How
H
it's
A
all
W G.
spelled.
It's HAWG
And you
dot
kind of you
whisperer.
kind of educated me on that word because I didn't know what that was. But I guess if you're an avid football fan, you would know what hog is.
Well, the hog is the hog. The HAWG are the players. So we have a little distinction there also. So the whole title was to incorporate and to bring in the team members and the team atmosphere that we shared. And then the whisperer was just a story that I was going to tell. So the no doubting Thomas is having the doubt.
Mhm.
The hog whisperer was the stories within the stories.
Okay, hog whisper. That still gets me.
Yes, ma'am.
And tell us again where the book can be purchased.
It can be purchased anywhere, any normal Amazon, Walmart, Barnes and Noble. But like you said, we can get it through us as authors. You can get it through me through no doubting Thomas dot hawk whisperer at gmail.com,
All
or
right, all
just
right.
straight to me on Messenger. You hit me on Messenger. I'll also with the QR code there in front of us.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Again, we are here at Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine. A beautiful place. Nice ambiance. Good food. Good drinks. Come out, join us. Meet the Distinguished Authors Guild nominees. These authors are working really, really hard, and we are going to celebrate what they're doing on November 8th in Las Vegas, Nevada. If you haven't purchased your tickets, you may purchase them on Eventbrite. Code word Distinguished Authors Guild. Purchase your tickets. You can use them in person. If you can join us in Vegas, that would be awesome. But if you can't come out to Vegas, you may use your ticket virtually. So you still get to support the authors virtually, even if you can't come out. Again, that's Eventbrite, Distinguished Authors Guild. Get your ticket. You have plenty of time. Hey, book your flight. You have plenty of time. Let's come out and celebrate the hard work that they have put into these books. So, BG, man, that book that you got, Family Ties, Thicker Than Blood. And I think everybody can relate to that title, Family Ties, Thicker Than Blood. We all say blood doesn't make you family, you know? So tell us about this book because right there, the title snatched a lot of people in.
Well, firstly, I'd like to say hello and again thank you for allowing us this this platform. As far as the book is concerned, this novel is unlike many of the others. Mine is not exactly a self-help book. It's it served as something of a therapeutic session for me to write the novel.
Mm-hmm.
I had the long story short, I had a severe accident, required 7-8 years of rehabilitative therapy, and so in that respect, my authoring the novel was therapeutic because I did it during the time that I was undergoing physical therapy, rehab, so on and so forth. So it in that respect, it helped me to get outside of myself, as
Mm-hmm.
my doctor used to tell me. I spent too much time inside my own head. So scripting the novel was again a therapeutic session because every day I would just come to the computer and I'd write whatever came to my mind. I didn't actually research how to write a novel until after I had released the novel. The first edition I scripted I scripted in between 2005 and 2009, but I just hid it away on the computer because I didn't know what to do with it. It wasn't until years later that I met, my now wife, and there was an occasion when we were unexpectedly away, and we expected to be gone for 2 weeks, and we ended up gone for 2 months. So she basically got bored, and she asked me, that she needed something to do. So, long story short, I gave her the what turned out to be the manuscript. She read it, and she came back a few days later, and she was like, "You have to do something with this." And I said, "I don't even know if it would be published worthy, but if it is, I don't want my first published work to speak of, I don't want my first published work to speak of my life, before I was introduced to a relationship with Christ." And a lot of people, you hear a lot of people, "Well, I'm Christian, I'm Christian, I'm Christian," but they live life so far away from God that it's questionable, to say the least. So at any rate, I came back to Jacksonville, and I spent the next 6 or 7 months. I didn't change the title. I mean the storyline, but I just simply finished the story. And
Mm-hmm.
in in 2020, I launched the novel Family Ties Thicker Than Blood, but then I realized I didn't know what I was doing. So I went back and researched how to write a novel, and ergo the revised edition. So the current title is actually is revised edition Family Ties Thicker Than Blood, and that is available in BarnesandNoble.com, Amazon.com, Goodreads.com, BookDepository.com, DraftToDigital.com, and of course, if you want a signed copy, you can order it directly from me, and you can get author.tghoward.com, www, because the follow-up Family Ties 2 Blood Covenant is due to launch in December, the second week, December the 15th. So right now, I'm running a 25% off on everything. I've got the novels, um, the if on my website, you find T-shirts and of course the novels and anything like that. Everything right now is 25% off. But back to the novel, I just sat down at the computer one day and started writing because this thing would not leave me alone. And it took me 2+ years. And when I published it, then I realized I didn't know what I was doing. Went back and researched how to write a novel, and the revised edition launched last year in April, and it's actually going very well. I've had several contacts, several people to contact me regarding possibly exploring film opportunities and things like that. So I'm just riding the wave. I never intended to write a novel. Never intended never had an idea of being a novelist. So it's just, I'm it's still a learning process, and I'm just enjoying the ride.
Okay. So, I just, and I'm sure others are asking, what gives you strength?
What gives me strength?
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, believe it or not, well, I know a lot of people say this and they think I'm joking, but God, first and foremost. I my mom, my late mother, she used to say stubborn, but I prefer the term tenacious. I'm not a quitter.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tend to agree with your mom. I tend to agree with her. I mean, the feedback that I got from the readers for your book, BG, it was off the chain. So, um, viewers, purchase the book. There's so many
I
different
come
genres on
and
here.
my working family has been working on.
There's so many different.
Well,
There's
I mean,
a little bit of delay with you, BG, but I want to let
well,
everyone
thank
know
you.
to
It,
purchase your book.
I interviewed with
There's a different there's plenty of genre, whatever type of book you like, whether it's a children's book, whether it's spiritual, motivational, a journal, guidance, uh, fiction, nonfiction. It's all here. It's right here in Distinguished Authors Guild. These nominees have so many different types of books, and we have some authors that have multiple books. I don't know how they do it. I'm sticking in my field, which is children. I can't branch out to all these other different genres because I don't think I would do well. I can do well with the children, but I don't know about the rest of it, fiction and romance and all of that. I don't know, but whatever you would like to read, they have it available for you. Whatever you would like to read. So support these authors. Um, Purchase a book. You could purchase right here during the book fair. Go ahead to their Cash App, to their website, purchase your copy. Dr. Barbara, you're next. I know that last year you had an award-winning book, so you're going for number two, huh?
Yes, I'm so excited to be nominated again by DAG. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be here and to celebrate all of these amazing authors. It's so wonderful to be in this community of authors and entrepreneurs and visionaries, and so I'm so thankful. I'm so glad also for the vision that you have had, Gina, and for DAG, for Distinguished Authors Guild. It is so wonderful to have a visionary celebrate what other visionaries do. Thank you.
Hey, the pleasure is all mine. When I talk about how much positive feedback that I've gotten, hey, the pleasure is definitely mine. But you know what? Your books are spiritual. You really talk about God, the Bible, and give guidance on how to have a productive and positive walk with God. So tell us a little bit about your book, Dr. Barbara.
Yes, yes. My book, today's book, is called Destiny Driven Decisions, Making Destiny Driven Decisions. And actually, this book was a part of the vision of the 3D Destiny Coaching Service. So I'm a destiny coach, and the book came from the opportunity to serve people and to help them find their passion and to identify their gifts, spiritual gifts and natural gifts, and then to make decisions that would support their destiny. It is so important that we understand that our decisions shape our destiny. Until our decisions are in alignment with destiny, we really are just talking about potential when we review our skill set and our passions and the various things that we do. Until we have the right decisions, it really is just a potential. Once the decisions are invested in supporting our destiny, then we can find that our destiny will be our reality. And so, making destiny driven decisions is a book that supports individuals, destiny students who are looking to be the best version of themselves.
Hmm.
Yes, the book is designed to remind us that we are responsible for the decisions we make. We are not victims of fate, and we are not under the guise of being controlled by someone else. We are literally able to control what happens by the decisions we make. So we began this book with that decision affirmations. And the first statement is, I am responsible for the decisions I make. My decisions impact my future, and I can make destiny driven decisions. So, the realization that there are many people who are stuck and are unable to move forward because their decisions are not supporting them. It was the birthing of this book to say, listen, you're not stuck. And it allows us then to evaluate our own actions. I look forward to helping Destiny students identify any self limiting beliefs, because those beliefs operating in the background of our lives keep us from literally moving forward the way that we should. And so we explore the self limiting beliefs. But we also have to understand that we are responsible for self sabotaging behaviors. And so it is not left up to someone else to decide whether or not I will succeed. It is determined by the decisions that I make. And so the book also allows the Destiny student to explore the self sabotaging behaviors that would get them stuck and unable to progress forward. After we do that, after we make the assessment of their passions, we evaluate their skill set and the things that they love to do, their passions. We also then help the Destiny student to establish a personalized destiny plan so that they can be responsible for the decisions that they make moving forward. So the book is designed to help individuals be the best version of themselves, and it is also accompanied by a complimentary workbook as well. It is designed to be an interactive process where the Destiny student takes responsibility for the fulfillment of their destiny.
Awesome, awesome. Do you do any mentorship?
I do. I do mentorship through the coaching. 3D coaching is destiny driven decisions, and so we do one-on-one mentorship. We do some group teaching as well, and however that student presents themselves as needing assistance, that's what we do. We make ourselves available. We also do online teaching and assist the student to explore not only their passions, but to explore principles that they need in order to be successful. And so it's been a very rewarding experience.
Awesome. Yes, yes. And again, I heard nothing but good things about your book. Tell us where we can get the book again.
Yes, the book is on Amazon. It's also at Walmart, and it's at Barnes and Nobles. But I would love to share with the audience to give them a personalized signed copy, and so they can receive that by contacting me at my email, mine 3dcoach59 at gmail.com. And they can receive a personalized signed copy, and we'll have the opportunity to discuss the coaching service that they can take advantage of as well. So I try to make it very simple. I love the personal touch, and I expect to have a lot of people get unstuck and move forward.
You say get unstuck.
Get
Okay, okay. Again, viewers, we are here with some awesome writers. They spent a lot of time, some of them even years. I think Annette, you said 39 years, getting this book together. But let's go over here and look at some of the comments. Let's see what we got going over here. We have Tamika Strickland. Hey, Tamika, she's an author too. Blessing to you too, Author Strickland. Andrea Brooks. Hey, that's nice. And my condolences to you as well. Arlita, oh yes, Arlita is a past Distinguished Authors Guild Award winner. Amen. As a former winner, I know how important it is to have your work valued and celebrated by the likes of DAG. It is an awesome honor. Thank you. Thank you so much. It is an honor to work with authors with such talent. Charles said, can I have the contact information again? On which book, Charles? Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you for joining us, Charles, Alita, Drea, Tamika. Hey, come on out. Get to know these authors. Find out what inspired them to write. Follow their journey. I know, it took me 5 years to write my children's books. And I know that writing is not easy. When we go in a bookstore and we pick up a book and purchase it, it's pretty. We go home and read it and we talk about how good it is, but we don't know the struggles and the journeys that these authors have gone through to get these books in your hands. So let's support them. Purchase a book today. The links are there, the QR codes are there. Support them. Support them. I have tons of books, tons and tons of books, because I know how hard it is. And so I make sure that I support authors because I know what it's like. I'm on the back end and I see and I went through it. So I know. But we are here right now today at Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine celebrating these authors. If you're in the area, in the Chicagoland, Gary area, come out to Brown Skin. They have delicious food, and the drinks. And you know what? I like healthy eating. This is one of my spots because they have healthy food and healthy drinks. So they get my money all the time, y'all. They real deep in my pocket. They need to have some stock so I can buy stock in here. But come on out, talk to the authors if you like, ask questions. Uh, Dr. Whitehead, Charles would like your information. We'll get that to him so that he can purchase the book or even contact you. He may want to connect with you in ways of writing a book, producing a book. And I got to go back to you, Dr. Barbara, because you help people get their books out there. And you did that with an author that was also nominated for the Distinguished Author Guild. Tell us about that.
Yes, I'd love to. A part of my journey and my process of being the best version of myself was to develop a publishing company. So I have Kingdom Publications, and with Kingdom Publications, we offer publishing services. We will help from assisting with the dynamics of publishing the book to doing the ghost writing or assisting with whatever area of the publishing process one might need. It has been a very rewarding journey to assist authors to get their story out and to be able to assist them in that whole process. So yeah, Kingdom Publications is the publishing company, and I also assist authors by giving some visibility with the internet TV station. The channel is called Kingdom International TV. So it's a package that we offer. We help people to get their books written. We help to give them visibility, and we're just always looking for ways to celebrate other people. So Kingdom International TV. If you have already written your book and you're looking to get some additional visibility, we can work with you with Kingdom International TV. We have Kingdom Publications to assist individuals to get their book in print, get it published, get your story out because somebody is waiting for your story.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes, and you know what? That is what we do here with Distinguished Authors Guild. We don't just stop with the ceremony. We connect people to help each other. So we had that author who had been trying to get his book published for over 2 years, and
Yes.
we connected him with Dr. Barbara, and I think you had that book out there in less than a month. This lady is putting out award-winning books, y'all.
It was so rewarding to assist the author. He wrote a children's book, and it was so profound because it was a book about depression for children. And
Mm.
so I was just glad to be a part of his journey, glad to be able to support him. And yes, he said he had been working on the book for over 2 years and had not, produced it. It had not been produced. And so I felt like it was an honor and a blessing for me to be a
Yes.
part of this process. And I want to thank you again for referring him and letting him know that we're helpers one for the other. So however we can assist each other, that's what we do in this community of the DAG Amen authors. So thank you so much, Gina, again.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And Charles, we will get all of their cash handles to your email so that you can purchase all the books. Look at God. Look at God. So thank you so much, Charles. Charles also has children's books. I met him through authorship. Look at the relationships that books bring. You know, you connect with people that have the same goal as you, and one hand washes the other. Charles has been such a supporter of Alpha's Adventure and Distinguished Authors Guild. He is forever in my heart. He's always there. I was in Virginia. I remember I was in Virginia vacationing, and he hit me up and said, I want to order all 5 of your books. I'm riding around in Virginia. I don't know anything about Virginia. I'm riding around trying to find a post office to mail the books out to him. Yeah, I take my books everywhere I go. And, I'm very appreciative of him. So we'll get that information out to you, Charles. Let's move on over. You know what? We're going to go with you, Wafia, because you keep dropping off, and I want to make sure that you take information out there before we get out of here. So go ahead about your book.
I don't know what's going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, it just keeps dropping. But first, let me say thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be around distinguished authors who have multiple books out. Football players, doctors. I'm truly humble. My book is Five Shots, My Story, His Pain, and it was based on a memoir I wrote to my son, who was innocently shot at the age of 17 and left paralyzed from the waist down. Uh, Again, like so many other authors, it was such a therapeutic moment for me to sit down with the strength of my Lord and the permission of my son to write this book and get it out to the people. Because so many times when a person is innocently shot, you don't know their backstory. You don't know what they go through on a typical day.
Right.
So that was the purpose of me writing this book. And I was very honest and graphic in the pictures that I put in there just to let you see what my son goes through on a daily basis. So with the strength of our Lord and my family, we've done this now for 18 years. So 16 of those years, I put my book into motion just because of some things that transpired while he was in the hospital and just, certain situations. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna write this book and tell his story.
Mm,
My children, they haven't read the book, because we lived it every day. My grandchildren, they have read the book. They cried because they never seen their uncle walk before. So therapeutic for me, yes, I cried every time I read it. I still cry sometimes because I live it. I live it every day. It's my son. Um, he was shot 5 times by somebody that he didn't know and who didn't know him. So yeah, it was just time for me to get this story out.
wow. You are
Beautiful.
a strong woman. I mean, this is something, when I hear these stories, when I hear these stories from these authors, I'm gonna tell you, I sometimes I shake my head and say, you're strong, because I don't know if I could have made it through that. You're talking something that was very tragic, very tragic. But the blessed part about it is your son is still here.
Yes.
Guess what? You're not the only one who have gone through this. There are a lot of people going through the very same thing, and they can get support from your book. They can get support on, how do I deal with this? What are the organizations that are out there to help me? Who's there to support me? Because I know probably at times like this, you feel like you're all alone. But again, I just couldn't. I don't know if I could have made it through and then sit down and write a book about it. I'm not sure that I would have had the strength to do it. But again, Wafia's book is available. You can purchase it now during the book fair. You can go to her website, purchase the book. 5 Shots. That's what it's called. And you all hear the backstory. Why is it called 5 Shots? Because her son was shot 5 times. But God saw fit for him to still be here. God saw fit for her to be strong and get through this and help others, because this is a help book. This is a help book. This book will help other parents, other individuals that are going through the very same thing or have been through the very same thing. And you know what? Sometimes you don't know how to be strong. So we want to thank you, Lafia, for sharing your story with us, because everyone doesn't share their story. Not everyone shares their story. So tell us again, where can they purchase the book?
You can purchase my book on Amazon.com, on Ingram Sparks. You can cash at me at $ all caps PJ Salam SALAAM, where I autograph every book that I send out. My daughter just did my website, so God willing, by the time I get to Vegas, because I am booked and loaded and ready to go, Airbnb on deck. My family's coming to support and honored and blessed. So again, Amazon.com, Ingram Sparks, or you could cash at me at all caps PJ Salam SALAAM, and I'm on Facebook under Wafia Muhammad. I'm on Instagram at don't underscore judge underscore outerwear, and I'm on TikTok at Pam Jones 609.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you for your strength. So, we have this young lady here who has won an Distinguished Authors Guild Award for 2 years straight. And she's shooting for her third time with these romance novels. Man, these novels they flying off the shelf, I see. Tell us about it, because I know you have a very good story behind yours.
Yes. So being a romance novelist was never on my radar ever until the pandemic. And I laid in bed one night, one
Oh
morning.
no, Natalie Murphy.
I'm gonna need you to back up off mute.
Oh no, not Natalie again.
Put them in
I
one of
love
the
you
books,
too,
Nat.
Greg.
Natalie Murphy. Oh no.
I know you love me.
I hear Natalie Murphy is one of the best romance novels around so far.
Well, that's wow. Well, that's all I got is wow for that. But
Let's see if she can keep that title.
I'm gonna try. I so love this journey, even though it wasn't what I planned, and I fought God on it. I'm glad I lost the battle with Him because this has been such an amazing journey writing these romance novels. I've always been a romantic. I say I was destined to be a romantic. My mom was a romance writer, should I say? My mom is a romantic. My dad was an avid reader, and my mom named me after the actress of her favorite romance movie, which was West Side Story. So I was named after Natalie Wood. And I've just recently come to realize that my middle initial R and my maiden name was Johnson J. That now means romance junkie, as I have deemed myself. So I told Annette that I am thinking of changing my name officially to Natalie Romance Junkie Murphy. But we'll see how that works out.
Do it.
I don't know how your mom would feel about that, though.
Right. Yeah, because she actually gave me my middle name too, so she loves my middle name. But yeah, this has been an amazing journey. I've discovered things about myself, Gina, as you know, that I didn't know was in me. And this DAG journey has been awesome. It really has. And I'm looking forward to being in Vegas next month. I've already got my hair appointment and my nail appointment. So Love Beyond the Waves. This is the third book in my Then Came You romance series, which is a 4-part series. And that's the one that's being nominated this year. I am excited about that. This is a story about Chris, and Chris has decided that she wants to do something different with her life. She wants to combine her passions, which are photography and traveling. So she becomes a cruise ship photographer. Well, Chris gets on a ship, and the first person she meets after she's a clumsy roommate. After her clumsy roommate, she meets Bradley. Bradley is the ship's bartender and the hottest guy on the ship. Everybody wants Bradley, but Bradley wants Chris. And so Bradley and Chris, they take their journey of love. Chris is also meeting new friends. Things are going well. And then
She's in the
the nightmare of her past boards the ship.
yeah, she's
And
from
she is confronted with a tragedy that she had as a teenager. But with the help of her klutzy cabin mate and Bradley, she gets through it. So all my books are happily ever afters. And like I said, this is the third one in a 4-part series. The first one, Then Came You, as you see, has my DAG sticker on it. This is my very first DAG award-winning book. And September to Summer was my second one. So I'm looking forward to Love Beyond the Waves being my third.
Yes, I'm telling you, a romance writer though. Did you ever think romance?
She just
Never.
nasty. That's all. She just nasty.
Okay, there's a difference between romance and erotica, Greg. I write romance.
Oh, yes. Two award-winning romance books. Tell us where the books may be purchased.
You can purchase your book at natsbooks.net. That's my website. And purchasing it on my website, I will sign it for you and ship it out personally.
Yes. Awesome. Love it.
Make sure you wipe the books off, though.
I can't wait to see you in Vegas, Greg.
better run. He better run.
Right.
You guys, we are here at Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine. A lovely place, lovely. You have to visit if you are traveling through Northwest Indiana. Stop here. We're right off the expressway, so you don't have to travel far. Right off the expressway, 8094. Jump off, get you something to eat. They have breakfast, they have lunch, all healthy plates. All healthy plates. There's all kind of teas and different good for you drinks here. So come and visit Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine. And we are celebrating authors. We are celebrating them November 8th in Las Vegas, Nevada. You guys, this is our second year live in Vegas. Hey! And we had a heck of a time last year.
Yes.
And we had authors that were crying, praying, that were they were it was just such a joyous occasion. Join us, come out, get your ticket on Eventbrite. Distinguished Authors Guild is the code word. If you can't make it out, you can still join us by using your tickets virtually. So get your ticket, join us, and the tickets proceeds goes towards scholarships for college freshman students in the writing field. So we're going to end this session. Where anyone who wants to purchase a book, the information will still be there. You are able to visit the StreamYard even after we're done. We have another hour, new authors that are coming on. Even after an hour, you will be able to purchase your book and enjoy a nice book that's going to soothe your soul, that's going to give you guidance, that's going to help you through some of the things that you are going through. Purchase your books. All of the authors' cash handles are there. You can purchase the books on their website. Some of them are Walmart, some of them are on Amazon, Books and Noble. Hey, they're everywhere. But you know what? Support, support, support. These authors work so hard to give you these awesome books that stimulate your mind. If you don't have a library, you got to start. And even with your children, there's children's books. There are books of all genre here. Children's books, nonfiction, fiction, memoirs, inspiration, guidance, journals, whatever you need, you can get it from these authors, from Distinguished Authors Guild. I want to thank everyone who's on right now. I know some of you have just come on. Teresa, you're going to stay on. Takesha, we're going to bring you on. We're going to bring Michael on. We have another hour of the Distinguished Authors Guild nominees, new books for you to purchase. You get to hear their journey. So join us. We're not done yet. Join us. Thank you all for coming out. I've been getting hit up by a few people who said they want to purchase certain books. So I'll get that information to them as well so that they can purchase your books. And I want to thank you all so much. And I can't wait to see you all in Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Gina.
Yes.
Thank you again, Gina. We love you.
Love you too.
Thank you.
Nat, Sophia. Thank you guys so, so much. Man, I'm telling you, this is the best place to be to have this virtual book fair. Greg, can you go around and show everyone the art that's on the wall?
Most certainly.
Yes, please. Thank you. You guys, this place here has allowed local artists to come in, hang their drawings on the wall, and sell them to the public. Where do they do that at? Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine, right here. So look over here. Do you see that? These are all local artists. She allows them to display their work. I mean, this is what you call giving back. Giving back. Shayna Tate is the owner. She allowed me to come in, bring my authors with me virtually, and have this book fair here. We have great people in here too. We have somebody singing, doing actually doing a song. So there's a lot of uh, important people that come through here. I'm telling you, it's a great place. You would love it. The ambiance is off the chain. Just so happy to have a place available, such as Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine. This is the place where you can come and relax. You feel at home. You just, you get lost up in here. You don't even know that you've been here an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or more. That's just how wonderful it is. The ambiance is just great. And when we're done, I'm getting me a plate and a glass of tea, and I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to put my feet up in here and sit by that fireplace over there and enjoy me a little bit of food and this special tea that they make for me. So I want to welcome our new authors on. We have some wonderful authors on. These are nominees of the Distinguished Authors Guild. And you guys have been nominated because your books were great books. I think we had close to 100 entries. And out of those entries, there were 37 authors that were chosen, 37 nominees. So you guys were the creme of the crop. And we want to go ahead and listen to your story. Tell us about your books. Let us know what inspired you to write. Because there's always a reason. There's always a reason. I know I had my reason. You guys, Teresa, you have a reason. Arthur Takesha, you have a reason. Arthur Bailey, you have a reason. And I want you to share that with the public. Teresa, let's start with you. Let's go ahead and talk about your book.
Okay. Hi, Gina. Hi, everybody out there in the virtual world.
Yes.
I am Teresa Smith Hickman, also and affectionately known as Mother Dove. I am the author of the children's book, the award-winning children's book, I Can Just Try, which is about a little girl named Terry who always thought she could not do something until she was inspired to just try. And so my mission and my purpose, in which I believe God has sent me here, is to continue to inspire our young girls and boys to always believe in themselves. I am an educator, a speaker, youth advisor. I own my own tutoring business located in the Bronzeville area of Chicago. And so I am heavily involved in working with our youth. And it is just my passion and my goal to continue to go out there into the community and to make sure our kids are not giving up on themselves. I think that it is so important. And so I Can't Just Try. The reason why I wrote the book was specifically so that, so many kids during the time of the pandemic was giving up on themselves. And I wanted to change their mindsets and their narrative and give them something to believe in, and knowing and affirming and believing I could do anything if I just try. And so that's where Terry came from. And she's going to keep going, and she's going to keep inspiring our young girls and boys for sure. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You know what I love the children. I love the fact that so many people are reaching out to the children, because I really feel that we need to get books back in the hands of our youth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you're doing. So I truly appreciate that. And I see that you have more than books. You have a lot of other merch.
Yes, Terry has a couple of things that she likes to also sell in order to empower our children. So she has t-shirts available. She has keychains that the little kids can put on their backpacks. She also has little mirrors, because I'm a real big proponent of speaking life into yourself, allowing children to do exactly that. And what better way to do that than to see yourself, right, as you're speaking it. And so that's where the mirror comes in. She also, I'm not sure if you can see it, there are bookmarks in the back there, and on the bookmarks there's a QR code where there are daily affirmations that parents can use to with their children. So it's a affirmation from Monday to Sunday with the
Awesome.
children. So yeah, I have a couple of things that I have Terry's face on.
Yeah, and what the name Mother Dove? Where does that come from?
Mother Dove for me. Okay, so I am Mother Dove, right? And the name simply comes from when I was a young girl. A lot of people say I have this old soul, and they also used to call me like Mother Teresa, things like that. And so that's where the mother piece came from, because I'm always just nurturing anyone who's around me, right? I'm just one who just likes to give of my heart. And so that's where the mother piece comes from. And then the dove, so many people like to say, it came from me being a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. That is not true. I would have to say it's because I love doves and what they represent. They represent peace and serenity and love and joy. And anytime you think of God, they always have these doves, right? And
Mhm.
so for me, doves represent so much more that we have to give unto the world. So that's where Mother Dove come from. So
I love it. I love it. So much meaning behind these books. That's why I say it's always good to know the author because it's more to them than just the book. And I love that. I love that. Tell us again where the book may be purchased.
okay. So yes, you can always visit my website, which is www.motherdoveskids.com. That's mother doves with an S, kids with an S.com. You can also, as you can see here, I do have my Cash App available, as well as my Zelle QR codes available on the screen. And those are at Mother Doves Academy. That's Mother Doves with an S Academy. And then you can see my email address right by my name, so that if you want specific items, you can just email me your order. I can get it shipped over to you. That's not an issue at all. That's also the email address for my Zelle account, too. So I'm here, guys. Check me out.
Awesome. Awesome. You are the perfect person to work with children. So upbeat, so positive. I absolutely love it. And you know what else caught my attention? I love the colors that you used on the book.
Mhm,
The soft colors that just draw children in. I
mhm.
noticed that right away. So
Give all that credit to my illustrator, Tyrus Goshen. He's amazing.
well, your illustrator knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, we have author Takesha next. Author Takesha, tell us about your book.
Hey, Miss Gina. Hey, everybody. Whew. Y'all, I'm so happy to be here. This is so amazing. I am so excited. I am Takesha Wade. I am your mental fitness trainer, and I am an international certified life coach. I specialize in self relationship healing and narcissistic abuse recovery healing and domestic violence. And my book is based on domestic violence, and these are the survivors. I hope you all can see it because I do have the background here. The power of breaking the silence, the blueprint of a survivor. I am the visionary author, and this is a book collaboration of women who made a decision to heal out loud by breaking the silence of domestic violence, intimate partner violence, and narcissistic abuse. And our journey, we want you all to journey with us as a witness on how God moves when you make the decision to say yes to the healing process and break your silence. And this book is not just an educational book, it's an awareness book, it's a self-help book, and it's also a book, it's a preventive measure where you got red flags in this book. It talk about most of my friends in this book, they almost died. They could have been, it was number God. So this book is amazing, and every author, including myself, in this book touches someone and is breaking someone free.
Mm, wow, that is really really deep. And I'm noticing that a lot of times that word silence, that
Mm-hmm.
word silence is
Silence.
something that comes out a lot when it comes with trauma.
Yes.
People silence themselves. They don't want to talk about it. They don't know how people are going to react to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's fear, and so
Yes.
that silence being broken is the start of the healing.
Correct. Yes. It
So
is. It is,
her
Miss Gina.
book is definitely a book that is a healing book, a book
Yes.
where people that may not want to reach out to someone or talk or speak with someone about what they're going through, they can read the book and get assistance. Do you have
Yes.
specific agencies that you work with?
Yes, ma'am. I work with the Coalition Agency in Memphis, Tennessee, where I was located prior to moving back home to Mississippi. I am working to get more agencies involved, a little bit more help where they can provide assistance. I'm also a co founder of the Living Free from Fear movement, and on our website, we do have resources and people individuals can work with. But in the meantime, I am creating a list of resources to help individuals who need the help. And I'm working also, I'm opening up my own recovery center, praying soon, so that we can get more people in the center to have more healing, get more healing,
Oh
and
my
a
God.
resource to come to.
I'm telling you, God bless you. It takes special people to deal with situations such as that, and
Yes.
those advocates like yourself who are out there assisting other people.
Mhm.
I take my hat off to you. It would be something that I would carry around with me, probably sleep and dream about it, and whew, that's deep.
It is. It is,
Deep.
Miss Gina. It hurts because, especially the people who suffer in silence with the narcissistic abuse, a lot of people don't understand us. Some people hear our story and they're confused. They are not really understanding what we went through. You do have a lot of people that judge us and ask, "Why did you stay? What made you stay?" But they're not realizing what it is that the abuser did to cause us to fear leaving. And when you're trauma bonded, it's not as easy as people think.
Hmm.
And then I have women who go back to their abusers multiple times, and that's hard on me because it's like I'm speaking, talking, sowing the seed, but it feels like I'm just speaking. But eventually it does penetrate and they leave. But the hard part is sometimes I do have to step away from the assignment so that they can see it, and that's the hardest.
Oh, I know. I know. Well, tell us again where they may purchase the book.
Okay.
Tell us
Yes,
again the name of the book and where viewers may purchase your book.
yes, ma'am. So you can purchase it, The Power of Breaking the Silence, The Blueprint of a Survivor. You can go on Amazon and purchase it. I have a version where you can download it on the Kindle, your Kindle edition, and you can also purchase it and it will be shipped out to you. Or you can contact me at www.openarms connection connection.com, www.openarmsconnection.com, and you'll just send me a message and I can autograph the book for you and give you an inspirational message and send it to you personally from me.
Awesome. I appreciate you wholeheartedly, Author Keisha.
Thank you.
Appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, Miss Gina.
Now we have author Michael Bailey. We're talking about original mind disconnect. Man, that gets your mind going because I don't want to disconnect from my mind. Talk about your book, Arthur Bailey. Take yourself off of mute and tell us about your journey. Take yourself off of mute. You'll see it at the bottom of your screen. Is the icon of the microphone? There you go. Oh no, you're still muted. You're still muted. There you go. You did. Now you're muted again. Just hit it once. There you go. Don't touch it anymore.
Okay.
All right. Tell us about your journey.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can
I
hear
think
you
you have
fine.
a problems with your sound. We can't hear you. Go out and come back in. We're gonna move on to the next author. Just go log out and log back on so that you can get the sound back on. We're gonna move over to Natalie. I'm sorry, Nadia Francois.
Francois, that's French.
Yes. Take yourself off of mute, Nadia. And then we're going to talk about your book because I hear good things about your book as well. Well, I hear good things about all the books. That's why you guys are here. But let's hear about your journey and what inspired you to write.
Good evening, everyone. So, my journey, I'm Nadia Francois, first off, and I am an entrepreneur, an author, a publisher, and I have visionary several anthology projects. And so, I started off writing because I wanted to heal. Well, let me rephrase that. I was going through my healing process, and writing became uh, just a way to let things out when I didn't have anyone to call on, anyone to speak to, or if I just didn't want to share the information that I was processing with anyone. So writing became an outlet for me through my journaling, and then, as I came over my healing process, I began to realize that other women could, utilize my story to heal from or to move forward or to just have an inspiration. And so I began my authorship actually began with um, a workbook because I'm an entrepreneur and I've been one since I was 19 years old. And most of my writing comes from things that hindered me or, things that I had to overcome. So I, in return, write about it or create a way for people to overcome what I overcame a little easier, right? So my first publication was actually an entrepreneur's activity workbook that helped entrepreneurs to build their business plan. And so that was in 2017. That was my first publication. And then in 2020, I began being a visionary for anthology projects, starting with one of the books that we are talking about today, What's Your Superpower? So that is how I started out. Before I visionaried my own projects, I participated in a few other ladies' projects. And it was just inspiring that women could come together and, write a part of their story, bridge that gap in the healing process, and not have to write a full book. So that was what intrigued me to begin anthology projects because there's so many people that feel like myself, like their story isn't quite ready to be a memoir. I haven't lived long enough or done enough things to have a memoir, but I do have something that people need to hear.
Now I know you have two books that have been nominated for Distinguished Authors Guild. You have Daddy, Where Art Thou? And that's self-explanatory. And you also have Why Didn't No, I'm sorry. Let me go back. The name of your book is What's Your Superpower? Kind of
Yes.
like Superwoman. What's your superpower? And the other one is A Mother's Prayer, Love
Yes.
Letters to My Daughter, which I love the title. I
Thank
love that title. Anyone that reads that title, they're going to think of their daughter right offhand. And every time I read that title, I think of my daughter. Yes. So tell me what inspired you to write that specific book, Love Letters to My Daughter.
So, A Mother's Prayer, Love Letters to My Daughter, was inspired um, just by over the pandemic. One of my best friends' mother passed due to COVID. And being an only child myself, and she was an only child, I grew up in their household a lot, right? And so when she passed, it kind of just it took me down, right? Like it does when, our close family members and loved ones pass. But it also got me to thinking, like, you know, I know with that unexpected death that she had something else that she wanted to tell her daughter. And so that is what inspired the book project. And so the entries, the other authors um, wrote love letters and prayers and poems to their daughters, their mothers. Some of them lost daughters, some of them lost their mother and grew up, with their other family members and stuff like that. So it's a really good tribute to daughters from mothers, and from mothers to daughters. And so that's what inspired it, just reflecting on what would my friend's mother have to say as her last words to her. And so myself being a woman of a mother of all sons, I was not able to contribute to the book directly. So I had my mother contribute a love letter to me.
Are there more books in the making?
Absolutely. We actually just released and we are moving up the Amazon charts as we speak. Powerful Women, Powerful Prayers anthology. And so I'm very excited about that today specifically. But
Awesome,
um,
awesome.
any of the books are wonderful. Any of the opportunities to work with, several women that want to get their story out there to help others is always an amazing process.
Awesome. I may seem distracted, but I have people here asking me about certain books and how to purchase it. So I might look like I'm looking away or talking to others, but they're interested in some of the books. So, please excuse me. But I'm telling you, the books, you authors have really put your heart and blood, sweat, and tears in these books. And I'm going to tell you, the readers gave me feedback that this was the hardest year to make decisions on the books because there were so many great books that it was truly, truly hard to decide. But they knew they had to choose one, but it was just very hard for them to decide. But one good thing, they have recommended plenty of you guys' books to other people. So don't be surprised if you get others buying the books because they are recommending them. That's just how good they are. So great job to all of you. So Michael, let's see if we can hear you. If we can hear you now because you didn't have any sound. Let's hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me, Michael?
Can you hear me?
There's still no sound. I think you're gonna have to
Yeah, I
go
can hear
to
you. Can you
your.
hear me?
You can hear him.
Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
maybe just talk. Maybe you need to turn your volume up because Greg can hear you, but I can't.
It's a little low.
Yeah, turn your volume up.
Can you hear me now?
It's a little bit better. If you could turn it up a little bit more,
What
that
about
would
now? Can
help.
you hear me now?
Very low, but let's go ahead and talk about your journey with your book.
Okay. Okay. Original Mind Disconnect came to me. I was just brainstorming one day. I was thinking of ideas, and it came to me in a sentence. And it came as a young man has visions of life in the past. And from there, I took it and developed it and worked on it. Eventually became a young man who's a sports agent, very successful, African American in his 30s. And he encounters the ghost of his third great grandmother who lived during slavery. Her name is Sudie. And throughout the story, well, the gist of the story is her taking him on a journey back in time to make him relive the horrors and the inhumanity and the brutality of slavery during that period. And the reason for doing that is because she wants him to join the fight for reparations.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
becomes a series of
So
like a tug of war between the two of them. She's strong-willed, and he's her descendant, so he inherited some of that strong will from her too. So he refuses to back down, and even though the visions and the depictions of slavery, the reenactments of slavery start to affect him, his psyche and his spirit and everything else, he refuses to budge because he believes that what he's doing is better off as far as helping his people, his black people, than asking for reparations or demanding any kind of repayment from the government. He believes within himself that that day is never going to come, and if it does come, it won't make that much of a difference financially in the lives of his people. That's why he's so committed to helping his athletes build generational wealth, not just for themselves, but also for
you watching the
their
pop?
children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, and future generations to come.
Okay. So tell us, Michael, where are viewers able to purchase your book?
Okay, right now the main place you can purchase the book is on Amazon. Just go. I have a web page there. You can go pull up the name of the title of the book, Original Mind Disconnect. You can also type in my name, and you'll find it there. You'll find the ebook, and you'll find the paperback on sale.
Okay, perfect. I do apologize, Michael. The volume is really low, but we are going to post your information so that viewers may purchase your book. So we'll put that in the chat so that and send it out with everyone else so that they'll be able to purchase the book. All right. Now we have author
Okay,
Tamika,
sounds
Tamika
good. Fine.
Strickland. Are you there? Can you hear us? If you're there, take yourself off of mute.
Hello,
Yes. We want
can
to
you
hear
hear me?
about identity deception from wounds to worship. Tell us a
Let me
little bit
sing
about your
one.
book.
Well, that book birthed out by God and came from a place of abandonment, rejection, living a lesbian lifestyle for almost 30 years. And it took me to a place where I didn't even know who I was, really. Um, to a point where I didn't even recognize who I was in the mirror. You know, the trauma that I went through, it really like enhanced darkness that I walked in. And after God cleaned me up and I got saved, I was able to just type. I went to this program called Release the Writer. And when I came back, I started typing,
Mm.
not knowing where it was going to go. And from that point forward, it was like brought up a lot of memories from my past. You know, anytime you deal with molestation, you know, it's almost like on battlefield. And that battlefield, I lost my identity. I thank God that He has given me the opportunity to talk about where I came from. Amen.
All right, all right. We're having a little bit of difficulty with you freezing up, Evangelist, but we did get a lot of the information about your book. And again, we're going to post all of the links so people may purchase the books. We got people sitting here waiting to purchase a few books right now. So we'll put it in the chat so that everyone can get the information to purchase your books and actually read and know about your story. We're right here at Brown Skin Coffee Tea Coffee, Tea, and Wine, talking to our absolutely great Distinguished Authors Guild nominees. They will be in Las Vegas. We will be in Las Vegas, Nevada on November 8th. Um, Celebrating these authors. You guys, they have put a lot of work into these books. And, some of these books are here to help others. Some of them are here to make you laugh. Some of them are here to make you cry. There's so many different genres, so many different stories, so many different books that you may choose from. Just come on here, get their information, purchase your book, support these authors. They're doing a phenomenal job, such a phenomenal job. And when I say these books are great books, don't take my word for it. Purchase a copy and see for yourself. All of them, spiritual, um, fiction, nonfiction, memoirs, inspiration, journals. There's everything you can think of that you would want to read. So let's go ahead, support them, purchase a book or two or three. Charles Hines purchased a book from everyone. So, again, I want to thank Charles for being such a support. He said he can't make it to Vegas, but he's going to give you guys a great send off. And I appreciate him wholeheartedly because he's an author as well. So he understands the work that it takes to get those books into readers' hands. Thank you guys. So let's go back around the room. We're going to ask again the name of your book and where the books may be purchased. Let's start. Let's start around the room. Let's start with, let's see here. I'm so used to my touch screen. I keep touching the screen and it's not doing anything. Oh, let's see. Again, we're here. Brown skin, coffee, tea, and wine. So let's start with you, Teresa. Let's start with the name of your book and where they may be purchased.
Okay, thank you again. Again, this is my children's book. I Can't Just Try. You guys probably can't see it there, but it is in my background. The book can be purchased via Amazon as well as Barnes and Nobles and Walmart, all online. But if you choose to purchase your very own copy directly from me, you will get a signed copy. You can purchase it via Cash App, and there is my QR code there. You can purchase it via Zelle. If the Zelle QR code isn't working, it is the email address that is listed there, Mother Doves Collection at gmail.com. That's Mother Doves with an S, collection at gmail.com. Or you can choose to visit my website, motherdoveskids.com/shop. Okay, so that's Mother Doves with an S, kids with an S.com/shop. Okay, so please reach out to me again. Terry is ready to inspire more girls and boys just like her.
Okay, okay. And just remember, these books are available on many, many platforms. But I just want to say if the author has a website, go to the website and purchase their books because they get more of the proceeds than if you go to Amazon or Barnes and Noble or any of the other places. So if there's a website, I encourage you to utilize their website, and they also are able to send you a signed copy. You may want to hold on to those signed books because when they blow up, you get to have your own signed copy already. So you should see my library. I got books from the floor to the ceiling in my library with signed author signatures on it because these authors are doing wonderful things and you never know where they're going to end up. What about you, Author Bailey? Where can we get your book from?
Okay, right now you can buy my book. The title is Original Mind Disconnect, and you can buy it on Amazon. Hopefully, I will have my author website up and running very soon. You'll be able to buy it there as well.
Awesome. Awesome. And again, we'll post everything for all the viewers who would like to purchase a book. We will get that information out so that you'll have it. And remember, once we are done with the book fair, you're able to come back to the StreamYard and view it again as many times as you like. View the information, and if you need, if there's any specific book that you would like to purchase, you can come back to it and get the information there. Oh, I have to remind you, it's on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you, I know a lot of people don't have Facebook, but if you don't have Facebook, you can go to YouTube and view it there as well. All right, Evangelist Strickland, where may they purchase your book? Take yourself off of mute.
Amazon.com, ebook. So you can purchase from TamikaStricklandMinistries.org. You'll get a signed autographed copy. And that's all.
You're on mute, Gina. You're on mute, Gina.
Okay. Thank you so much, Evangelist. I was just stating there's someone in the audience who said they love the signed books. So do I. I want to make sure that authors sign the books so that I have a signed copy. So I love it. And last but not least, author Takesha. Take yourself off of mute. I know it's easy to do.
It's so easy. Thank you, Miss Gina. I love you. Hey, Miss Gina. Thank you. Y'all, we are so excited. We stand on mute and knowing we can. Hey, y'all. I love you all. This is The Power of Breaking the Silence, the blueprint of a survivor. It is a book collaboration. I am the visionary author. You all purchased this book, and I'm not just saying it because me and my colleagues decided to come together and help you all break your silence, but it is an educational self-help book, and it can be actually taught from. If you are an educator, you can teach from this book. Not just teach, but help yourself, teach yourself. It has red flags in here. It even shows you how to journal. My entry, my book, my chapter is about journaling, and it shows you how it looks to journal your thoughts. And you can purchase this on Amazon. You can get the ebook there, or you can get the hardcover. If you want a personalized version of the book with my signature and a beautiful inspirational quote from me to you, from the Holy Spirit, you can go to my website and leave me a message at www.open, OPENARMS, connection, CONNECTION.com, openarmsconnection.com. Just go down, it'll say contact. Just go to the contact page, contact me, and my Cash App is there. Hashtag Minister Wade, the dollar sign, and just reach out if you have any trouble and you have any questions. Just reach out. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love books. So I love the people that write the books.
Yes.
Again, we are here at Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine, a beautiful place, the perfect place to have a virtual book fair. It has so much character in here. I just love it. And I'm smelling these foods and these drinks, and I'm getting hungry, and it's just smells so good. So good. You know what? I want to thank you guys. I know we're gonna meet face to face in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I appreciate everything you guys are doing. We are you guys are doing such great things, and your books have been nominated for a reason. They are nominated because they are great books. Now we're down to the wire where we have to choose one book from each category. So thankfully, I don't know who the winning authors are. I don't have that information until the day of. I guess they don't trust me. I don't know. But I don't get that information, so I don't know. But I'm telling you, all the books are great. All the books are awesome. So whether or not you win as an award-winning Distinguished Authors Guild author, whether or not you win, the fact that you were nominated says a lot. So don't be discouraged if you're not a winner when we go to Vegas, because the books are great regardless. Please don't be discouraged from that. And we also have many authors who didn't win one year that came back another year and their books were winners. And we have authors who submitted their book every year and won, right, Natalie? So um, this is just another platform to give to authors so that they can get their books into the hands of a new audience, individuals that they would probably not even come in contact with, and also to connect. It's a community. DAG is a community. So we don't just stop on the 8th. We won't just stop November 8th. We are still connecting authors to other individuals so that they can help them get to where they're trying to be. We have authors that are now writing magazines, full page magazines. We have authors that have had their books uh, picked up in fraternities because they were award winning. We have authors who have had their books picked up in school systems because they were award winning. So there's a lot of doors and a lot of opportunities that come with being a Distinguished Authors Guild nominee. And I'm going to have to get with Natalie to see where she got those stickers from, because I would love for all the nominees to have a sticker like that. That is so awesome. I never knew that they had stickers out there for DAG. See, I'm learning stuff new too. I also want to thank our producer, Greg Gray. This man has been by my side from day one,
Let me tell you, Gina.
before Distinguished Authors Guild.
Let me tell you, Gina. The Distinguished Authors Guild is going to be fantastic. I hope to meet and greet everybody down there. We're going to have a great time, all right? And the other thing you guys need to think about real quick is Gina has now become a producer on movies, too, okay? So you might want to get your book turned into a movie. You know, she's being modest, but, you know, we have a fantastic team. We're doing a movie on the book from a distinguished author, a distinguished authors nominee right now. So it's going to be great, man. You know, I hope to meet you guys when we talk. I don't read, but I vibe. So I hope each and every one of you guys, I hope I vibe with you guys, and we're going to be doing movies for all these books, Gina.
Yes, yes. Thank you. I thank you, Greg Gray, Dope Living TV. This platform has been the platform for every single Distinguished Authors Guild nominee. They have been able to come on and reach thousands of people across the US on this platform. And we will continue to have this platform for Distinguished Authors Guild nominees for as long as God will allow us to have it. So you guys are always welcome. When you write your new books, reach out to us. We'll bring you back on. You'll have your time to talk about your new books. Talk about if you are a Distinguished Authors Guild award winner, come out and talk about that too. You know, that's that. I'm telling you, it's so much excitement. It's so much excitement that goes on that day. We have the gala that starts at 4 o'clock, the gala from 4 to 6, where we'll have hors d'oeuvres and champagne and entertainment. Yes. And authors will be able to network. They'll be able to sell their books live and in person while we're out there. You guys get the opportunity. Make sure you bring at least 10 books with you so that you're able to sell your books while you're out there. And then once we're done with the gala, we'll move into the award ceremony where we all will find out who are the award winning authors. Yes. So I'm just as excited about it as you guys are because I don't know. And I will be learning the same day that you guys learn. So just so exciting. But I know several of your books I'm going to have in my library. Um, like I said, they are awesome books. For the viewers, if you want to go back and view the information on where to purchase the books, you could come back here on StreamYard on Facebook. You can also go to YouTube and LinkedIn and view the show, the book fair, as many times as you like. Rewind, forward, pause it, whatever. Pass it on to your friends, pass it on to your family, share it on your page. This is something that is such an awesome thing to do, and to have these talented authors on here to talk about why they write. And it doesn't stop there because some of you out there that are viewing, some of you out there in the audience, excuse me, you may be looking for authors to do certain some things to help you in what you're doing. Maybe um, writing your book or getting started with writing your book. There are several authors on here who can help you with that. You may have a need for a publisher. There are several authors on there to help you with that. Maybe even with the mentorship. We have a lot of authors on here that also mentor. So maybe they can help you with some mentorship or you can bring them into your city. There's so many different things that, so many different doors that open with these authors. They don't just write books, as you see, they do more than write books. Authors do a lot. They wear a lot of hats. So reach out to them. I'm sure they're open to talking to you to see if there's something that they can assist you with. I get calls all the time from individuals saying, "Hey, I got a book. It's been sitting on the shelf for 8 years. I don't know what to do. I don't know what direction to go in." There are plenty of people that reach out and say that. We got ghostwriters. I've never ghostwritten a book, but I think that would be kind of exciting. We got ghostwriters on here. So again, the information is there. I want to thank uh, Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine for allowing us to come out and have our book fair here, to get to know the authors, to hear their backstory, to know about their books, and to be able to purchase those books and put them in our library. So thank you, Shayna, for allowing us to do that. Um, would you guys like a last word before we leave here? Dr. Takesha?
Yes, ma'am, I do. Thank you, Miss Gina. The last word is don't be afraid to break your silence and don't be afraid to reach out for help. This is the season for community. Please reach out. Don't hold that silence for long because what's in you, it needs to move from you so that you can help others. You were called to this. And this is what we're here for help. So don't be afraid.
Awesome, awesome. That was a great, great statement and such a true statement. So don't be afraid. A lot of times those books aren't out there because people are afraid. A lot of times people don't leave situations that aren't good for them because they are afraid. A lot of times people don't even want to start a business because they are afraid. Don't be afraid. And uh, author Takesha says, step out there on faith, step out there on faith. Thank you all so much,
Say
uh,
one, two.
author Teresa.
Yes, I just wanted to remind everybody out there, just as Terry would say all the time, you can do anything if you just try. So keep going, keep trying, and thank you.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. See, that's why she's so great with the kids because they need those affirmations, giving them those affirmations so that they have the ability to get through things that they feel like they can't get through. to try things that they're afraid to try. Those affirmations are needed for our children. Thank you so much, author Teresa. I'm glad that you said that. Anyone else would like to share anything before we leave? All right. All right. I want to thank you guys for showing up. Again, you will see purchases for your books coming soon. I have people who are waiting to purchase books. There are some people who may have gone on and purchased books already. So thank you all. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys in Vegas in what? A week? A week and a half? Real soon.
And a half.
Thank you guys.